of people stayed in that house. Even that so-called terrorists stayed in that house weeks before. They were staying there. They were taken care of by the rabbi and his wife. And 30 to 40 people's food was being served in that house every day. And that was being done for weeks. And the amount of stockpiling of food and things which were being done, that was pretty clear. And that is why that Jewish rabbi and his wife were also killed, because Misra himself says they could have been the first eyewitness to the whole affair. So they had to be eliminated.
They had to be eliminated.
And they were. And even about the death of police officer, Misra very categorically writes, the death of Hemant Kirkare remains a mystery. All official versions are contradictory. Some say he was killed near the CST, some say that he was killed near the Chama hospital, some near the Metro Cinema, and some that he was killed while in the police jeep. And that's a fact that this police officer was particularly targeted by his own team of police. He was from the anti-terrorist. The Indian Mumbai police is about 40,000 strong. But this anti-terrorist squad is different. They are not part of the Mumbai police. So basically, practically, what Misra also writes, and Indian other writers also write, that from 11 p.m. at night till 1 a.m. in the morning, for 3 hours, the Indian police was not there. While when Hemant Kirkare went into that area, he was isolated, targeted, assassinated.
Welcome back. You're watching Brass Tax special episode regarding the Mumbai drama. We were talking about Himesh Mishra's stories. One was published on the 3rd of December 2008, and there was another story on the 9th, right after a week, 9 December. And it says the incident in Mumbai is a mercenary attack, very well planned. And basically, he's written a lot of good stuff, I would say, which you're going to definitely talk about Narendra Modi, the Chief Minister of Gujarat. So,
you see, if you know who Narendra Modi is, the world remembers the 2002 Gujarat riots, in which over 5,000 Muslims were burnt alive in Gujarat, the first genocide, holocaust of the 21st century. Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat at that time. And this man is now about to become perhaps the Prime Minister of India. The man is a war criminal. The man has got genocidal track record. He was refused visa in America because of his record. Wherever he goes in the world, there are protests against him. And he is, according to Misra, you see, let me tell you one thing is that we are only quoting Indian and Western sources, but there are hundreds of other sources also which confirm the same findings. So Misra, in his article of December 9, writes about Modi. Narendra Modi has left the RSS behind in many ways. He is Mossad's #1 man. You see, what is happening is, even within the Hindu fascists, lots of cadre have gone out of control. And Misra continues to write, recently, a top RSS functionary, you see, remember this, RSS themselves are fascists. And RSS top functionary is confiding to Misra, told me that, Amaresh, we have lost control over our cadre. We never wanted to let things get out of hand in Odisha and Karnataka. In Odisha, we had even planned a joint declaration with Christian leaders, but there was a revolt from below. The VHP and Bajrang Dal refused to fall in line. Then they got the subtle support of that man Modi. We were helpless. Basically, he's referring to the slaughter and massacre of the Christians in India. What happened was that recently, massive slaughter of Christians have taken place. Churches have been burnt, nuns have been raped, and the Christian families have actually been burnt alive in the same manner as the Muslims were burnt alive in Gujarat. And this operation was also conducted by Narendra Modi. And here, a top RSS man is acknowledging that even RSS leadership have lost control, because now the entire command and control has been hijacked by Modi, and Bajrang Dal and other fascist organizations are now controlling the events and circumstances in India. So even now, even the hardliners have gone out of control from their leadership now. And carrying it on, let me basically come down to the crux of this analysis which Misra does. And if someone wants to understand what is actually happening in India and in this region these days, these lines are very beautiful for that. He says, communal forces backed by foreign agencies are hell-bent on destroying India. America wants to dismember Pakistan, Ghirao, China, etc. What he's saying primarily is that these forces are trying to create a problem between Pakistan and India, encircle China, and Mumbai terror attacks were a gigantic exercise, a fight between those forces within the Indian establishment who want to take India towards the dangerous and suicidal US-Israel nexus, and those who want India to stay independent and have good relations with Pakistan, China and Iran. And I feel this is the most brilliant analysis of the situation happening these days. The hardliner, extremist, fascist forces within the Indian establishments are trying to build a nexus between the Americans and the Israelis, while the nationalist Indians, the good Indians, the secular Indians, feel that by following the Israeli and the American policy, India will be destroying itself. And this is the fight for the heart and soul of the Indian Federation going on right now. And as it seems, the fascists are winning. The good Indians are losing. The bad Indians are in charge right now. And they orchestrated this Mumbai thing. And you know what has happened after that is that a massive nexus between the Indian establishment, the Israelis and the Americans have joined hand together, and encirclement of Pakistan is taking place from two sides, from the Eastern Front, from the Indian side, and from the Afghan sides. And recently, the Indian media showed footage of Indian Air Force preparing for war against Pakistan, and between their Russian aircraft, you could see the F-16s.
Yes, I remember.
And Indians don't have F-16s. So where do they get their F-16s from?
Israelis.
So they were actually Israelis flying along with them. And the history suggests also, even in 1981, when the Israelis had destroyed the Iraqi nuclear reactor at Osirak, they came after Pakistan. Israelis and Indians have been joining hands together for a very long period of time to destroy Pakistan's nuclear capability. The threat to Israel is, why is Israel bothered about Pakistan?
आपका पहला और आखिरी सवाल ये रहा। शपुकरण के अनुपारण में यूफोन सिम का अनुपाल 1 लाख मिनट एवं 300 मिनट मुरकरण है। आपकी जो यूफोन सिम यकम दिसंबर से इस्तेमाल में नहीं है, उसे अभी से इस्तेमाल करने पर आपको मिलेंगे 6 माह में 300 मुफ्त मिनट। इसके साथ साथ आप जीत सकते हैं 1 लाख तक मुफ्त मिनट। तो क्या आप अभी अपनी यूफोन सिम इस्तेमाल करना शुरू कर देंगे? ए हाँ, बी बिल्कुल, सी जाहिर है, या डी अम्मी से पूछ के बताऊंगा।
अम्मी से पूछ के बताऊंगा
यानी कि ऑप्शन डी।
नहीं, वाकई अम्मी से पूछ के बताऊंगा। अम्मी जी बेटा।
मगर आप लोग अम्मी से पूछे बगैर अपनी यूफोन सिम दोबारा इस्तेमाल में ले आए और पैसे बचाएं अपने लिए, अपने फोन के लिए। हाय ओ भैया यूफोन, तुम ही तो दिन तड़ाकड़ तिड़ी पापा। वेलकम बैक।
पूरी दुनिया में रिसर्च चल रही है, उसके बाद आप अपने प्रोडक्ट्स डेवलप कर रहे हैं। कब तक आप नकल के प्रोडक्ट्स बनाएंगे?
मैं ये कहता हूँ कि अगर वो क्वालिटी के नहीं है या स्टैंडर्ड के नहीं है तो फिर एक्सपोर्ट कैसे हो रहा है?
हम लोग ने बहुत मेहनतें की हुई हैं, इंडस्ट्रीज को इस इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे लेके गए हैं, अगर एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं।
पाकिस्तान में 50 बिलियन रुपीस पर एनम की इम्पोर्ट्स हो रही है ऑटोमोटिव पार्ट्स की।
हम लोग सब्सिडी देना चाहते हैं किसी बाहर के ट्रैक्टर को मंगवा के।
इसके अंदर हुकूमत ने कोई पॉजिटिव स्टेप ना लिए, काफी ज्यादा हमारी जीडीपी में सर मसला आएगा आने वाले टाइम में।
हर मुल्क अपनी इकोनॉमी को सेव करता है, अपनी इंडस्ट्री को सिक्योर करता है।
This program is brought to you from the makers of Diamond Supreme Foam.
Dolce Vita.
And
से करें बात अनलिमिटेड नंबर्स पर।
in association with Toyota Altis Cruise Tronic.
An icon that defines more freedom. Altis Cruise Tronic.
And EVS.
इसका टेस्ट है इतना मीठा और खस्ता, इसीलिए बिग ग्रीन सुपर सबसे ऊपर।
भाईजान
जब अनलिमिटेड हो चाहने वाले तो क्यों हो लिमिटेड फ्री नंबर्स। अब सॉन्ग से करें बात अनलिमिटेड नंबर्स पर। रात 12 बजे से सुबह 7 बजे तक बिल्कुल फ्री। सहूलत हासिल करने के लिए 900 डायल करें। सॉन्ग सब कह दो।
So far away from them. No, the problem is that Pakistan is a nuclear weapon state. Pakistan has got missiles which can hit Israel. And that threat in Pakistan, as the Islamic character of Pakistan, the David bin Gurion, the founding father of Israel, has categorically said after the creation of Israel that the friends of Arabs are more dangerous than the Arabs. And by any means, covert or overt, Israel must destroy Pakistan. So that ideology is within the Israeli mentality. Israelis have always been trying to come close to Pakistan, but Pakistan do not have diplomatic relations.